welcome to AudioShelf,
a place where we take you on a fantastic journey through our audiobook adventures.
I'm Brad.
And I'm Brittany.
And we are the voices in your head.
Welcome back to another episode of AudioShelf.
We are so excited to dive into this next book. It's very sexy and romantical.
It is. It had some shocking, surprise, sexy things in it. And I was surprised.
But I'm here for it.
I was too. I was driving down the road like, oh my God, where did that come from?
Where did that bump come from?
And then I just continued to ride over that bump over
and over again.
So before we dive into this Monday review, we want to say a huge thank you to all of our patrons, Spectrum Audiobooks, Deanna, Anne, Sean, Stelios, and Jamie. We appreciate all of your support so much. It's incredible, and we love you. So today's book that we are reviewing is Lucky Suit by Lauren Blakely. It is narrated by Zachary Weber.
Sorry. Sorry.
Did you find a bump?
Yes. I just drove over that damn bump. Go ahead.
And Andi Arndt. The publisher is Audible Studios, and the audiobook release date was January 31st, 2019. The duration is 2 hours and 25 minutes, and the genre is romantic comedy, short story, and online dating and poker playing.
Oh, goodness.
Can you tell us what this book is about?
Yes, please. This is taken from Audible's website because it is an Audible original.
It is.
I'm breaking up with the setups. No more, you should meet my son, nephew, grandson, the butcher, the guy down the street who mows my lawn.
Are they all the same person?
I hope so. That would be really hot.
They would have many hobbies.
People mean well, but machines know better. So I'll rely on the great dating algorithms of the web to find my ideal man. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next.
Soon enough, it looks like I've found him. His screen name is Lucky Suit, and he's hilarious, quick-witted, and full of heart. But when we finally get together in person, I have this distinct feeling I've met him before. Funny enough, he says the same thing about me. Turns out there's something fishy about our meetup. And when we... I knew you were going to say something about fishy. And when we find out what truly brought us together, all bets are off as to whether we can trust our hearts over our heads. Can you fall in love with someone you're not sure you really know?
Probably not.
Sounds like a Dateline episode.
It does sound like a Dateline episode. Yeah.
So what did you think about this book?
I thought it was cute.
We have read Lauren Blakely before.
We have?
I believe so. She does a lot of eroticas, a lot of romantic comedies. I know we follow her on Twitter, and she follows us, I believe.
I do not recall. Maybe you have, because you listen and read a little bit more than I do.
I know that she's friends with Jock as well.
Okay.
So she's been around for a long time.
Yeah. I thought this was a really cute little story. It was short. It was easy to read, easy to listen to. The narrators are fabulous.
Yes.
We've talked about Andi before. I don't know if we've ever listened to a Zachary Weber before.
We have.
Which one?
I don't know if we have or... Well, he was one of the narrators for Karen Lynch's series, Hellion. Not Hellion, that was the newest one that came out. Relentless.
Yes.
Relentless.
Yeah.
So it was Caitlin and Zachary did the male parts.
Yes. Okay, I remember his voice. Because when I heard it, I was like, I've heard this voice before. This like deep rumble of like a gruff man voice. Yeah.
I'll just put it out there. He makes me want to on people's
Oh my God.
This voice makes me want to sit on a big stereo machine and just let it vibrate. Just let him talk to me like.
You are a situation.
Yes, I am. And
you are an HR problem. You are what they make videos after.
Thank goodness we are HR for AudioShelf.
We are.
But seriously, his voice is so sexy.
His voice is very, very appealing. And as soon as it came on, I was like, yeah, this goes with Andi's voice perfectly.
Yes.
Because she has such a great sounding voice as
Mhm.
well.
They often narrate together.
Really?
They have several books together.
That's great because they have like amazing chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
So I really, really liked this pairing a lot for such a cute story. I mean, it was great. I believed the character that Andi was building for me through her voice, and I absolutely believed Zachary could be Cameron, and I could visualize what Cameron looked like to a T
Mm-hmm.
just through his voice.
Yes.
And also the descriptions that they said.
Mhm.
But, you know.
It was, I was surprised how much I was going to like this book.
Mhm.
It was 2 hours long, two and a half hours long. And I was just like, all right, well, it's a short one. It's an Audible original. We got it for free because
Mhm.
we're Audible members. So let's just give it a go. And I was thoroughly impressed.
Yeah. I mean, we've tried Audible originals before
Mm-hmm.
and have been not impressed.
Mm-hmm.
I would say downright angry
Yes.
at times for some Audible originals.
Yes.
But this was not one of those times. And I really feel like with romantic comedies, it's not an easy genre to write because you have to have that comedy aspect in there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely a more freeing, I feel,
Yeah.
genre to listen to. Like,
exactly.
it doesn't feel as like overwhelming or like we have to like nitpick different things because
Mhm.
it's romantic comedy. It's light. It's fun.
And it's quick to get through as a
Yeah.
reader and the listener. It's just like, oh, I need to find out how the story ends.
Yes.
And it's great that it was only 2 hours because I was able to listen to it in one sitting.
Yes, exactly.
So let's talk about the book and what, some elements about the book that we liked and what we didn't like or anything like that. So let's talk about the content.
Okay. I don't know how many, our main character, Kristen,
Mm-hmm.
she is 28 years old and she refers to her grandmother
Her grandmom.
as a bird a lot of the time.
A silly bird.
Yeah, like, oh, that kooky old bird. And I don't know how many 28-year-olds use that expression.
Yeah, I don't.
It feels like a retired expression
Mhm.
that someone like Kristen's mom would use.
Mm-hmm.
Or Kristen's grandmother would use. And maybe because she is around those characters a lot of the time that she's been influenced by them. But I didn't get the sense that Kristen's grandmother was somebody who would show her age, considering
Mhm.
she wore like skinny jeans and she was out there going to car shows, bidding on cars, giving her
Mhm.
friends cars that were new and updated and not old like Cadillacs.
Mhm. Speaking of updated, I also found it interesting that this book held on to the past's desire of like meeting people in real life, in real time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like the 28-year-old character was like, I'm going to go do online dating. But why haven't you been doing online dating for the past 10 years, girl?
Apparently, she has been listening to her grandmama
Yes.
and not doing online dating and instead opting to try to be set up
Mhm.
by said Gram.
Which is kind of refreshing in a way,
Mhm.
because I wish people, and I'm in a relationship, you're married, but I wish people still met generically. Is that the word?
Generically?
Not generically.
Normal?
Just naturally.
Naturally.
That's it.
Naturally is the word.
That's it.
Yes.
I wish people met naturally now, and online dating wasn't such an easy out,
Yeah.
because essentially online dating is an easy out.
Mhm.
It's not, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying you can't meet the love of your life on online dating, and online dating goes across the country, across the world. It's very broad, but there's something magical about meeting someone in a situation,
In a bar.
in a bar,
In a dimly lit bar
in the bathroom of the bar.
that's dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't been cleaned in about a year.
Yep, and you realize that's not a plunger, but there's something magical about it.
There is something magical about that.
So
Yeah, I'm really glad I didn't have to ever go through that. Oh.
but it was refreshing, and
Yeah.
to know that this 28-year-old was like, I'm gonna try online dating for the first time.
And then she really didn't do online dating.
No.
It says that she met his screen name was Lucky Suit, but she did not meet him through an online dating site. She met him through an online poker game.
Yes.
So it was like, you're not really online dating to the extent of like traditional online. Like she was even breaking out of the box of traditional online dating, which traditional online dating is breaking out of traditional meeting dating. It was just all kinds of tradition breaking, and I'm confused.
Why didn't she never try speed dating?
She probably did, but she was too analytical. So the character of Kristen was almost annoying to me.
Yeah, I agree.
I really liked Cameron. I really liked the way he was written, and I really liked how Lauren wrote Kristen because she had the smarts, and that wasn't what annoyed me about her. What annoyed me about her is how like down on herself she was. And I think Lauren did a great job writing that because it really showed like the insecurities that the main character had.
Yes, I agree. And at times I was just like, yo, if you're not going to take Cameron up on this, I'll take him up on this.
I know. I was like, what are you sending him off for? Like, hello?
Your grandmama did a really cool thing.
Yes.
And you're just not going to fall into his
lap?
Butt trap?
But sorry, did you just say butt trap?
You know, like, I just imagine Cameron with like tight buns.
Yeah, probably.
That like each up.
I mean, the way his picture was described, yeah, probably.
I just said,
like,
I'm
he works out.
Girl, you stupid for leaving him. That's all I'm saying.
And again, this is not a spoiler because the things are not happening the way that we actually are saying that they're happening or putting forth that they are happening. So you still have to listen to the book to figure out what happened because we're not spoiling it.
Yes. And this is a book chat. I mean, we are chatting about a book. So you got to get the book to follow along with our chat and agree.
Yeah. And it is a good book to pick up. I mean, it's so quick and short. You could listen to it while you're driving into work. You get into work, you take your lunch break. You could be done it in a work day.
And then if you're really unhappy with your marriage, you can be doing it and like listening to this book while you're doing your husband, thinking about Cameron.
I am really shocked at how much of an issue you are.
Oh my goodness, girl. When I hear his voice, I just drop to my knees automatically. I'm just like,
oh my God.
I just fall down. I don't know where I am. The supermarket, my house, the front yard. I just dropped to my knees.
You just get on the ground.
Yep. Expecting something.
All right. Okay. Plungers.
Yep.
All right. Let's try to bring this back to family friendly. Did you get a clear picture of the novel?
I did. There was a couple times where he was traveling and I didn't know where he was.
I didn't know if they were actually traveling at one point.
Yes. There was a lot of talk about him going places.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't like connecting in my head.
Yeah, there was talk of them going to a place together. And I was like, did they really go to this place? Like, is that how traveling works? You can just like do this and then go there, do a thing, and then come back, and then he can go back again? Like, if that sounded confusing, if my description sounded confusing, that was what was going through my brain as I was listening.
I agree.
So I was confused. And I think while I got a clear picture when we were in Florida, because a majority of the book takes place in Miami, I got a good picture of like what was around us when Gran went to went to a car show and like met Cameron there at the very beginning. I got an idea of like what that show looked like the layout of it, because it was described really well.
Yeah. I just, maybe the book could have, if it lasted a little bit longer, maybe the 3 hour minute or 3 hour mark. The 3 hour mark could have allowed the pictures of where they were traveling to and the descriptions kind of mesh well better in my brain.
Yeah. Well, who was your favorite character?
Cameron. But I did like Nima.
I liked Gama as well.
Why do they keep switching this poor grandmother's name?
So we can't remember her real name.
I can't remember her real name, but call her Mimi.
I will say that one of the things that was difficult about the book was we can remember Cameron and Kristen's name, but the other names in the book, because it was so short, were really not talked about. The grandmother's name was mentioned a lot.
Yes.
I don't know why it's not sticking with it. It starts with a G. No, it starts with a G.
I thought it was Luna because at the end of the book, they actually gave the sequels and the upcoming sequel and the prequel to this book, which are not connected, but they have the same characters. So one of them is about Luna.
Luna must be her mom.
Maybe.
Chapter 14. Genie. Earlier that day.
Genie.
I think it starts with a G or a J. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is a problem sometimes with not having physical books like in our hands that we're realizing all over again as we get into listening and reading.
Yes.
Is that sometimes it's difficult to know what letter a character's name starts with.
Or what that character's name is.
I like shuffling through Mamaw.
Yeah, me too. Grandmama needs to just stick around.
Yeah. So I think my favorite character was Granny.
Yeah.
She was definitely like a strong, like female character that just held my attention, even though her name did not retain in my brain.
Grandparent was a good character.
Oh man, I love Nana. Oh man, she was good though.
Yeah,
she was really good.
She was. Cameron was. I really liked Cameron. I think at the end he was like, I don't know why this can't work.
Yes.
Like I don't know what's going on, girl.
I was about to slap Kristen in the face.
Like the 5 Gs. Good God, girl, get a grip. That's what I kept saying. I was Kristen.
100%. In the car, I was yelling at her because I was like, "What are you doing right now? Like, are you serious? Are you serious?" I felt like Ramona from Real Housewives of New York.
Are you serious?
Wow, Kristen. Wow. Like, it was just too much. Kristen was she tried not to be extra, but she was very much extra. It was obnoxious.
Very.
But that's how Lauren wrote her.
Yep.
And I don't know if Lauren intended her to be so obnoxious to people. But for me, she just struck me as that way because I liked Cameron so much. Would you watch a movie of this?
I could see this being a romantic comedy.
On Hallmark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I actually know because there was that one scene where Kristen was like handcuffed, like she was like imagining arms over her head.
Oh yeah.
Locked up, going all night.
Yep.
And I was like, whoa.
I was like, okay, girl.
This could be on Lifetime.
Because
Lifetime does those like they're not R-rated and they're not like PG rated or guidance rated.
And I can see Andrea Martin being Grandmama.
Andrea Martin?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know Andrea Martin. You know her. She was on the show, the Tina Fey show recently, the news show.
Great News?
Great News.
Yes.
Andrea Martin being grandmother.
She is so grandmother.
Yeah.
She is so... Yes. Okay. When you said Andrea Martin, for some reason, I've been thinking of 90210 all week.
Of course. R.I.P.
Rest in peace, Luke Perry. I've been thinking of 90210.
Of
and so when you said Andrea, I was like, Andrea, the 40-year-old that was in high school and got pregnant?
With her glasses?
Like, she never fit in with this group.
No, never.
They wrote her off. But yes, Andrea Martin. Totally see her as Nana. And I believe it. Who would you see as Kristen?
Oh, I don't know. Now I have Great News in my head.
I know.
Ooh.
I could see Nicole Richie as her.
Nicole Richie.
Put some glasses on her. She could be like the nerd that all you have to do to make her hot is take the glasses off.
What about the new and improved Hilary Duff from Younger?
I do like me some adult Hilary Duff
I
now.
love adult Hilary Duff. I feel like
Like-
she has her stuff together.
Yeah, like teenage me.
I was like,
I was like, I don't like teenage Hilary Duff.
These aren't what dreams were made of. Okay.
Yeah, this is annoying. Like you get to wear all these hair clip-ins and be cool and have a
Mhm.
TV show with an animated character.
Yes.
Where's my animated character?
I know, right? But I love adult Hilary Duff.
Adult Hilary Duff is great.
So she could totally be Kristen.
Oh, 100%.
And what about Cameron?
Matt Balmer.
Very true.
We could keep his career going 100+ years.
I know, we totally could. We totally could.
Just off of these movies. But no, for real, who would be him? Because I feel like it has to be a wholesome looking guy who still has strength and kindness and caring
And dick.
and you said it.
No, I was thinking of Rick. Nope.
You don't know
Nope.
anybody in the entertainment industry named Rick. Okay? Like, it's just not a thing.
Who would play him though? Oh, that's a good one.
I don't pay attention to like male actors enough.
But it has to be someone that would do a Lifetime movie.
Harry Hamlin.
Harry Hamlin. Harry Hamlin.
He could be the person that
I'm sorry. Lisa Rinna's husband? Harry Hamlin?
yeah, he could be the person that Gangan really liked.
Why is that so funny?
Because we're immature.
Oh, goodness. I don't know. I give up. I want to plead the fifth.
It'd probably have to be somebody from those like reality shows, like a Vanderpump Rules kid that pretends to be an actor but really
Yeah.
isn't.
Oh, yeah.
One
Probably.
of those. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's our casting. Pretty weak this time. Pretty weak.
Pretty weak.
But, at least we got.
We got two of the main stars.
Yes, we did.
We got Kristen
and
then
Mimi.
Mimi. I can't. I was going to say Jamal.
The big question, though, besides casting the movie,
Yes.
would you shelf it or shove it?
Oh. So I'm going to have to say I'm going to shelf this.
Okay.
It was a quick, easy read. I would probably even share it with my mother
Uh-huh.
or some friends
Yeah.
if they're looking for a romantic comedy because it wasn't so dirty.
No, it wasn't.
But so I would shelf this.
Yeah, I felt comfortable sharing it
Mm-hmm.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would shelf it as well. And
Mhm.
there's really not much more to add to it.
No. But you know what you can add?
What?
You can add 2 free books to your collection.
Oh, look at that segue.
Mm-hmm. So if you go to our website at audioshelf.me and click on the Audible affiliate link to download a 30-day free trial, you can get 2 free books.
Mhm.
And you can get 2 free Audible originals.
Oh,
So that's like 4 free books.
it really is.
You just got to, listen to them, download them, whatever you got to do, and then cancel the subscription.
Yeah, you do. There's no hassle in canceling.
Nope. You get to keep the books.
Yeah, you get to save money too. I mean, this is a hard economy.
Very, very hard.
We got to save money any way we can.
Hard like Cameron Pex.
Ooh, yes. I'm trying to think of who could still play Cameron, and I can't think of anybody. But if you would like to contribute to our casting and let us know who you would cast as Cameron, please follow us on Twitter at AudioshelfMe, like us on Facebook at AudioShelf, follow us on Instagram at Audioshelf_podcast, and subscribe to us on YouTube, which is just searching in the little search box on YouTube for AudioShelf. There's not too many dudes building shelves anymore.
Exactly. And we have 29 subscribers.
We do.
So I wonder if we can get 30 by next week.
I hope we can. I mean, we're really gaining, and I think that we're doing it in a natural, organic way. We're not buying our followers at all.
Exactly.
So I feel very happy about that.
Me as well.
And if you would like to become a patron of ours, spread the love of AudioShelf, and we will spread it back onto you. That sounds weird, but whatever. Roll with it. If you want to become a patron, all you have to do is Google search AudioShelf Patreon, and our page will come up right away. You can donate $1 or participate in one of the many tiers that we have. We love all of our patrons, and we appreciate them greatly.
So until next time, y'all.
Bye.
This has been AudioShelf, where we release new podcast episodes every Monday and Thursday, and YouTube reviews every Wednesday.
If you want to stay updated, listen to previous episodes, or suggest audiobooks for us to feature, visit us at audioshelf.me.
We are Brad and Brittany. Thank you for listening.
My nose is bleeding for some reason.
Nope, it's not.
Like burned all of a sudden.
Oh, God.
I don't know why.
Gotta get some ointment.
Something. Anyway.
Did you inhale something?
I don't know.
You're worrying me.
Like the roof of my mouth itches.
Blow it out like. Is it better?
I hate when the roof of my mouth itches.
I hate it. I do this with my tongue.
I'm doing it. My mouth itches. Ugh. It's better.
Okay.
Whew.
Where were we?